long.
Well, I won't say anything bad about you or your headphones, but you might have something to say bad about your headphones.
An error has occurred. An error has occurred. Please wait and try again. Oh, it's okay. It's just not working on Twitter, which who fucking cares? There we go. Now it's working.
There we go. Now we're live. We're live, pal.
Now we're live, pal, at least on Twitter. We were live on Twitch for exactly 7 seconds before we got live on Twitter. So,
well, I can hear you loud and clear, so I'm sure you'll sound good to the listening audience that's recording here right now.
And if I don't care. So fuck you. How about that?
You can still hear me loud and clear, people.
That's in the mood. That's the mood I'm in today. I'm in the I don't give a fuck you mood. Which I'm in that mood most of the time, but
even more so today.
Yes, that is correct. How about you? How'd your day go today?
Terrible work, but we're just gonna skip on by that because I stopped tonight and got some random beers, and I ended up. This is the only one that I actually picked out because I had to have the Steve Austin beer for tonight because I've never seen this in a store anywhere. So I wanted to wait and try this out. Haven't had a single drop of alcoholic beverages this evening, so cheers.
What?
Oh, goddamn, kid! No, I can't
goddamn,
Steve
kid.
Austin.
How's that stabilizer?
It tastes like an IPA, which typically isn't a good thing for me.
Tastes like fucking grass.
Yeah, IPAs taste like gosh, like a pine cone almost. If you made pine cone into a liquid, and then
I've never
added some juice to it. Like if you mixed orange juice and pine cones, I think that's what this would taste like.
I got some orange juice. What? And then I got some pine cones. What? And then I got a blender. What?
Okay. Lost in 316 says, I just
blended some
pine cones and juice. That's what they should call it. IP iron cones and juice.
Stone Cold pine cones and juice.
Let me talk to you.
Yeah. Let me talk to you about that. Yeah. Yes. I just want to put this out there. If you haven't seen the latest Meal with the Mayor, I suggest you check it out, because if you're like me and you love to watch people lose their shit over something that they're angry about, which I enjoy that very much. I know there was some suffering in that video for you, but I took great joy and great pleasure in it. I don't know if I'm a bad friend for that, but
no, not at all. No, I'm sure anyone that knows me knows I can have a meltdown at a drop of a hat, but then I'm perfectly fine like 13 seconds later.
You just had to get it. You just got to get it off your chest. Uh-oh. Now the mayor's frozen. Are you back?
I'm here. Yeah. I'm okay.
You froze for a minute. You froze for a second.
That's because I heard someone say freeze, and I went, no, I'm kidding. I didn't do that.
We both did. See, Glenn did too. Glenn also thought that it was hilarious. And also, grilled cheese bites? I never even heard of this.
Okay, apparently, I was reading an advertisement for McDonald's having grilled cheese bites, and I was like, oh my gosh, that sounds great. And they come, how like your dipping sauces from McDonald's come in a little packet?
Yeah.
Well, apparently they had a tomato soup dipping packet for the grilled cheese bites. So I was really interested in this. I'm like, nothing sounds better than grilled cheese and tomato soup. Like, I mean, that's just, that's delicious stuff.
It's like cinnamon rolls and chili.
Yeah, so I'm expecting to go there and go get it. Apparently, the advertisement was for a UK article, so it's only in England, or
Glenn.
So now Glenn can apparently go get this. And they also had a new Christmas time Frosty. I think it was sugar cookie Frosty. But you can't get that in America either. Also UK only.
Well, Glenn, you know what to do. Head on over to your local McDonald's or McDowell's or McDonald's, whatever y'all call it over there. I'm not sure. Get yourself grilled cheese bites and a whatever kind of McFlurry you just said.
Yeah, and also the McRib was still supposed to be on a limited time basis until they sold through them. So I was expecting to go get one of those. Those were sold out also, so they're all gone, at least in my area. So I got nothing. I'm not gonna get myself all hot this season.
Don't get yourself all worked up again.
We've got some TNA episode 1 to watch. So
we do. Also, there is a premium live event coming up tomorrow night of the NXT variety. I believe this show is called NXT Headline, if I am not mistaken. Full disclosure, I have no idea. All I know of one match on this card. None of the other matches. The only match I know is the New Day versus Pretty Deadly because I have not been watching. I mean, I watched some SmackDown tonight, but I really have not watched any wrestling. There's been way too much soccer to watch. I just can't fit wrestling in with all the soccer I've been watching, or sockball, as we like to call it.
So how are we going to pick this? Are we going to just pick that one match?
No, we're going to pick all the matches, but we're going to do it by the seat of our pants, Mayor, because I'm going to read some of these, and we'll be surprised.
I do know one because there's been like movie videos of Braun and Apollo just hanging out and doing dude things. And I thought it was like the weirdest build to a match ever, but it's still very interesting.
It's like, hey, these guys are going to fight each other, but first, they're going to go fishing. How's that grab you?
I wanted to see like Apollo invite Braun over to have dinner with his family, and like it'd be like a cordial event.
That would have been great. He could take Braun back to Africa with him. They could find Commander Aziz wherever the fuck.
Aziz, they find Commander Sneeze.
Commander Sneeze.
Or whatever his name was.
Commander Asleeze. He could be Commander Asleep, and he could be with Wendy Chu. Wouldn't that be amazing? Wendy Chu and Commander Asleep, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, I was going with Wendy Chu as in Achu and Commander Sneeze as in Achu and Sneeze.
Oh,
in a completely different direction.
Like on Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Abe Lincoln.
Did you say Abe Lincoln? No,
I think I've said that at least once every other episode in the history of AWI Pod.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're absolutely right. Okay, so they have Iron Survivor Challenge matches. Mayor, how would you like to be the Iron Survivor Challenge champion?
I mean, the other company, AEW, comes up with some doozy names for some random events, but this one's up there with them.
Okay, do you want me to read you the ridiculous rules for this thing?
Oh, this is like there's rules for this match specifically?
Yeah, it's a whole goddamn thing. You want me to read them to you? You got to know the rules before you can.
I've got to know the rules to make an accurate pick, I feel.
Right. And you have to. And you are the champion. You and Glenn are both champions at this point.
I have a feeling this is not lasting.
I'm gonna make you guys transitional champs and take my fucking belt back after only a couple of weeks. Bring it right back where it belongs. Anyway, okay. 2 wrestlers will begin the match. 2 of them. Every 5 minutes, another wrestler will enter until all 5 participants are present. After the last wrestler enters, there is a predetermined time limit. So there's a predetermined time limit after the last wrestler enters. Each time a wrestler scores a pinfall, submission, or is being the victim of a disqualification, they gain a point. So every pinfall, submission, count out, disqualification, you get a point. A wrestler who's pinned, submitted, or disqualified goes into the penalty box for 90 seconds. Okay, so what if 2 guys get in there, the first 2 guys, and they pin each other? One guy pins the other guy. Do I have to just sit there and watch the other guy twiddle his thumbs for 90 seconds while the other guy's in the fucking cage? What is this?
So are the 2 guys in the penalty box in there together? Like they can pin each other in the penalty box?
God, man, now my head's exploding. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know how that works.
I don't know how any of this works, but I feel like Vince Russo, may somehow be back here.
Bro, there's going to be like a poll involved in this thing. Like, who came up with this? The winner of the match will be the person who scores the most points by the end of the time limit, which I guess we both knew. And the winners will become number 1 contenders for the NXT Championship and NXT Women's Championships, respectively. And if they cannot come to a winner, if there's some sort of a tie, they will play Red Rover on alternating Thursdays until we can crown a motherfucking champion of this thing. So,
oh wow, so this is a men's match and a women's match? Like they each have one of these?
They both have 2 of these convoluted motherfucking situations. This is the most WCW thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, hopefully this isn't the end of NXT, because this is the kind of stuff that kills a promotion.
Shawn Michaels, you are my favorite wrestler ever and possibly the most greatest in-ring competitor of all time. What the fuck are you doing? You're like Michael Jordan running the goddamn Charlotte Bobcats. Greatest basketball player ever, but you can't draft a fucking draft pick to save your goddamn life. What are you doing, Shawn Michaels?
You hit a perfect analogy there, I think.
Thank you. Glenn says HBK and his cronies came up with this shit. Well,
him and Road Dogg and someone must have been having some.
they've been.
They were hanging out in the bus with Snoop.
I was going to say they've been smoking stronger shit than I have. That's for goddamn sure. Okay. Well, we'll go with the women's Iron Survivor match. It's Zoe. It's Don't Ask Me to Cut a Promo. Zoe Stark, Cora Jade, Roxanne Perez. No, I am not a porn star, Kiana James, and no, I have not been in NXT for 15 years. Indy Hartwell. Mayor, who you got here? The mayor Glenn has picked Indy Hartwell. So
okay. Was there anyone else? There's no mystery entrant or anything. Just those.
Not to my knowledge. It doesn't say, so I don't think so.
Okay. I couldn't remember if you said 5 or 6 people were in this, and I thought that was only 5, but maybe I skipped
6.
one.
Stark, Jade, Roxanne Perez, Kiana James, and Indy Hartwell.
Okay. I feel like I picked Cora Jade for everything.
Well, understandable.
I think I'm gonna go Cora Jade again. I see, although it doesn't make sense with her wrestling Mandy for the title, but yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense, does it?
You put Road Dogg and X-Pac in charge of booking, that's what you get. Well, I mean, Road Dogg's an asshole, but let's not disparage the good goddamn name of X-Pac, okay?
A 1, 2, 3 adult now.
The 1, 2, 3 man.
Doesn't sound as fun calling it the 1, 2, 3 man.
No, it sounds worse, actually.
Yeah, God dang. It doesn't even make sense to have Cora Jade win. So, yeah, I'm going to go Cora Jade anyway.
Yeah.
I'll throw you a bone on this one.
So why not? Indy Hartwell's a good pick, I feel like, but at the same time, I feel like, well, from what I've seen on NXT, Indy Hartwell's a kind of a heel now, isn't she? So it doesn't really make any sense for her to face Mandy Rose either. See, you went with your homer pick, which is always Cora Jade, and I'm going to go with my homer pick, which is always Roxanne Perez. I love Roxanne Perez. I think she's probably the most talented wrestler they have on NXT, and now, at least right now, for me, even though she hasn't been there very long, I just think Roxanne Perez is super talented. I think she's great. I love her. So I'm going to pick Roxanne Perez to win this thing.
Can I make a contingency pick that might be worth like half a point?
No, but yeah, you can make a contingency pick, but it isn't worth shit.
Okay. I see somehow Zoe, because Nikita Lyons has been getting taken out by Zoe Stark pre-match continuously. Yep. I see someone is mysteriously going to attack Zoe Stark pre-match, and they're going to need a replacement. Nikita Lyons gets entered into it, and Nikita Lyons wins the match. But that would have been my pick, because I thought she was actually in this match.
Here's what we'll do, pal. If somehow that happens, Nikita Lyons goes in for Zoe Stark and she wins,
I get a half a point.
We'll let you take that as a victory. I think Glenn would agree with that too. It's only fair because you just went out on a limb. That's a great idea. It is a great idea. It would make sense.
Who's booking this shit? Some guy in Canton.
Bro, well, you wouldn't have booked this fucking nonsense.
No.
Anywho, the next match we'll go with Isla Dawn is going to face Alba Fire. Glenn took Alba Fire in this one. I'd like to also take Alba Fire, but part of me thinks that this is Isla Dawn's kind of first big match. It's on a takeover. I know they don't call them that anymore, but it's essentially a takeover. It's an NXT Premium Live event. I'm kind of torn back and forth between this one. I'm going to just take Isla Dawn and go with my gut just because I feel like it's her first match. She'll probably get the win by some nefarious means. He said, yes, we've used that rule before with Jeremy before. I don't know who Jeremy is. So have you heard of this Jeremy character?
Jeremy. I did know a Jeremy once as a child.
Yeah, one time, but it's faded so far from my memory now. Mayor, who do you think? Alba Fire or Isla Dawn?
I'm going with you on this one. Now, I know you two know these ladies far better than I do, as I've only maybe seen one match with Isla Dawn, and I'm not too familiar with the two of them. Alba Fire I have seen. I remember her under a different name not too far back.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go Isla Dawn. That's my pick just because it's basically her introduction match, and usually you don't debut wrestlers and have them lose on their introduction match.
I mean, it is possible that she could lose. I wouldn't be shocked if she did.
No, I wouldn't be shocked either way.
Yeah.
I'm terrible at picking at Triple H's booking, so I should
We
just
all
go
are.
with whatever I don't want.
It's
Whatever I
usually like,
don't think will happen.
one of us won because we got 2 matches right and missed every other fucking one of them. It's usually how it goes. We got, this is the one I'm super excited for this one. You got the best tag team in the world that isn't the Revival or FTR, whatever they're called now. Pretty Deadly taking on one of the greatest tag teams of all time, tag team history, the New Day. This is a dream match for me, a little bit at least. I'm gonna let you pick first though. Glenn, of course, took Pretty Deadly because why wouldn't he?
I'm going Pretty Deadly. I think they retain here. I don't see any reason to have New Day win an NXT title other than they've never held them before. Another something to add to their collection of wins. But Pretty Deadly has to win this, I would think. So, I mean, they're really growing strong. It seems like the crowd is really into them, but it's hard to tell because they're always in front of the same exact crowd, and that crowd is a bit odd.
Bunch of smelly marks.
Yeah, it's a strange group of people there. So, I want to see Pretty Deadly win. I really enjoy the work that they've been doing in the ring and on the mic. They're fantastic. So keep Pretty Deadly going strong. Get a good win over one of the greatest tag teams of all time, and make them look legitimate. That's my pick.
Absolutely, I couldn't put it any better than that. No, it makes no sense for the New Day to beat Pretty Deadly. Or the only way I could see the New Day winning is by disqualification or count out or something where they don't win the titles. But I just feel like that would be stupid. So yeah, for me, this would probably going to be the best match of the night. I don't see anything on this card that's gonna beat that for me. I mean, something very well could be better than this, but for my money, I'll watch this any day of the week. So I'm going Pretty Deadly as well. So we're a clean sweep on Pretty Deadly. We will go to the men's Iron Survivor Challenge matchup. It is Carmelo Hayes versus JD Madonna, Children at His Feet, versus Grayson Waller versus Joe Gacy versus Axiom, who's some sort of superhero. Let's see who Glenn picked. I'll look it up on my phone. I just got a new phone. He took JD McDonough. So looking at this, there's about really 2 names on here that I think have any chance of winning this thing. And one of them is aforementioned JD Madonna, and the other one is Carmelo Hayes, because Carmelo Hayes has kind of been a lifetime NXT, North American Championship guy, and he might be the perfect guy to be the next person up to face Braun Breaker because he is so, I don't know, heelish, and he's good in the ring. I know a lot of people, sometimes his promos can get a little bit robotic. I think that's why Trick Williams is out there with him, because Trick's really good at cutting promos and, pissing the crowd off. I'm going to go with Carmelo Hayes. Mayor, are you going to somehow pull yourself away and not pick who I think you're going to pick?
You said Grayson Waller's in this match, correct?
He is in this one, yes.
Grayson Waller is the future of NXT.
Right.
I'm picking Grayson Waller. He is not only winning this match, but he is going to take the title off Braun Breaker. So, I see bright things in the future for Grayson Waller. Or how I can't do an Australian accent, but Grayson Waller.
Grayson Waller. Glenn said, shit, of course they're going to have some shenanigans with some team attacking PD. Yeah, probably. Somebody's going to come out there. I mean, they kind of had a little thing with Imperium on SmackDown tonight, so who's not to say that Marcel Bartel and whatever the fuck Fabian Eichner's new name is, Vini Vici, might show up and cause a disturbance. Who knows? I think that's all the matches. Did I get them all?
We got Braun and Apollo, don't we?
Oh, we do. We have Braun Breaker versus Apollo Crews. Glenn took Braun Breaker. I'm going to take Braun Breaker. Is there any way you think that Apollo Crews can win this thing here now?
With this possibly being the last NXT pay-per-view before Royal Rumble, and there could be a chance just so Braun could be in the Rumble, but I think that's like a 5% chance. I still don't see it happening. The only way I see Braun losing the title is in like a 3-way where he isn't actually the one to drop it, because they want to probably keep that gentleman.
I think that's the way
strong.
He lost the championship when he lost it.
And he loves sticking himself in 3-ways.
He does. If I was anyone in the back, I would just say, hey, Braun, bet you can't beat us in a 3-way. And he'd go, all right. Because he's a Steiner. He don't think about shit.
Hey, Braun, you and Cora Jade, I bet. Never mind. We're not going to go there.
Ooh. Ooh.
Okay. So yeah, I'm picking Braun Breaker. 95% chance he wins this. So I
think we
can't.
were all just thought Breaker was going to be in the Rumble last year, and he wasn't. I wouldn't be shocked, even if he is NXT champion, still for him to be in the Royal Rumble. I think it only makes sense. Put him in there.
Yeah.
This is going to be the first Royal Rumble booked by Triple H. So think about that.
And it can't hurt to get a major exposure on an NXT talent to bring more eyes to the NXT product. I've never understood treating it as, sure, it's the developmental system, but it's also on major freaking television. It's not like
it's on the same channel as Raw.
It's not on the network. Like, I mean, promote it, get some viewership over there.
Right. That's why when people get mad about like when they do cross promotion, like when they get guys from the main roster down in NXT, it's like all it does is help. Hold on. Yay, it works.
It does.
So Bryson's phone wasn't working. Like you couldn't make calls or send text messages, and Rachel finally got it to work. So that's what that was about. Okay. And I lost my track of thought. I don't even know what I was talking about anymore.
We were talking about how bright of an idea it is to bring down mainstream talent to the NXT roster
to vice versa, elevate the brand, bring them down too. Because the problem when it was just on the network is when you would move guys up to the main roster, people like not everybody watches NXT, so they don't know who the fuck they are, and they're not going to get a reaction if they don't know who the fuck they are. You might get 100 people in there who know who they are, but then you got thousands of other people who just don't know. So it doesn't hurt to show them on Raw or show them on SmackDown every now and then, so people will have it in their mind that, hey, that's the new future superstar. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a great tool to get people to view NXT.
Yeah, like when KO did it, he was NXT champion and he fought John Cena on a pay-per-view and he was NXT champion. Like, why wouldn't you do that now? Like, it doesn't make any sense to me why you wouldn't do that.
No, it's great, and I mean, and they are doing it with New Day. I mean, they're getting New Day down there to wrestle pretty deadly.
They've been better about sending people down. In the ever since it went down to 2.0, they've been sending people down from the main roster. So
they've been doing a good job with that.
Yep. All right. Well, it's time. It's time for some TNA wrestling. And no, not that TNA. It's total non-stop action. We're going to watch the first ever pay-per-view. They used to do weekly pay-per-views, and we are going to watch the first ever weekly pay-per-view. We're
Alexa Bliss.
I think that's Alexa Bliss's mom. I'm just kidding. Alexa Bliss's mom is way prettier than that if you've ever seen a picture of her. We're at 14 minutes and 40 seconds because there was like a really long promo segment at the beginning, and so we're looking at some blonde lady. I don't know what she's about to do. I don't even know what we're about to see really. Besides, we're going to see a bunch of flesh-colored gentlemen named the Johnsons. I'm gonna count down from 3. When I say 1, we're going to hit play, and let's have some fun. 3, 2, 1.
I push the play button.
All right. I don't know who this lady is. She looks like a crackhead. She looks like a trailer park Alexa Bliss.
It does. Now, can we get a year on this? Because myself and viewers probably. Oh my, what? Psycho Sid?
It's a little person. So June 2002 is when this took place.
This is 2002. Okay, so that is not Taz, right? I got to look closer.
I mean, it might be Taz. He's probably that fucking tall. Oh God.
I just remember he wore orange ripped shirts and had a tattoo like that similar on his arm.
Oh, look at this. What was he doing? Was he riding dirty?
I'm not sure.
What do you think this guy's name is?
That nails? It's little nails. It's 1-inch nails.
It's little nails.
It's little nails.
Not big nails, little nails. He got a mohawk too. Look at that. I bet his breath's terrible. What just happened? Oh, Jeff Jarrett's kicking over chairs.
Look at Jeff Jarrett?
Yeah, it's Jeff Jarrett.
Man, I think I had that same shirt from Express.
I bet you do. And the white jeans?
I did, yeah. Wait, do we have cage dancers in this?
We have some cage dancers. Exactly what this thing needs is some cage dancers.
Do you think, did this give the inspiration to Shane's Underground Wrestling or whatever that was? Do you remember that was?
Yeah. Were there cage dancers in that thing?
There were cage dancers in it for like the first 2 episodes. Then they yanked it.
It wasn't Marina Shafir dancing in a cage.
I mean, there were probably a few other wrestling fans that yanked it, but
oh well, yeah, absolutely. I mean, Zelina Vega was on the screen earlier, and I mean, if you would have, I wouldn't have blamed you. Anyway, here comes. These are some gentlemen I think we know. That's a very young AJ Styles right there.
Yeah,
we've got him. Low-Key, I believe that's who that
Low-Key.
is, and Jerry Lynn. So
Mr. JL.
Mr. JL, we
We
just
saw
saw him
Mr.
last week.
JL.
He was dressed like Axiom.
Yeah. Now he looks like Kenny Omega after Kenny Omega did push-ups.
He does. He looks like a slightly shorter Kenny Omega. Now we got a bunch of old guys staring at a TV screen.
I see Ricky Steamboat and Funk.
There's Funk. There was
I didn't see who else.
Bullet Bob Armstrong was back there too.
Okay.
I think Jackie Fargo was back there as well. Rest in peace, Jackie Fargo. Rest in peace to all those guys besides fucking Steamboat. They're all gone. Not the Funker. The Funker's still living.
Wait, what?
We've got the Flying Elvises.
What? Was this? There's a legitimate team called the Flying Elvises?
Yeah, that's these guys.
Is that the 3 count?
Flying Elvis impersonators, excuse me.
That's not 3 count though, right?
No, I wish it was. I wish it was 3 count. I'd be way happier if it was. Imagine showing up to the show and they're like, hey, what do we got for us tonight? Oh, you guys are going to be the Flying Elvis impersonators. Wasn't that fucking fun? That's a good time. Sounds like fun.
What's our gimmick tonight, Jeff? Wait, is that Jimmy Wang Yang?
That is Jimmy Wang Yang. I was wondering if you're gonna recognize him.
I recognize Jimmy Wang Yang. I didn't recognize the other 2 gentlemen though. That
is Jimmy Wang Yang. I don't know who the other 2 guys are. I have no idea. It's clearly Elvis and Elvis.
Yes, Elvis and Elvis. Very much so.
Definitely Elvis and Elvis. Yeah, Jimmy Wang Yang out here. If you remember, he was like a country singer, I think.
Mm-hmm. He was also in WCW with the Young Bloods or something.
The Young Dragons.
Young Dragons. I knew it was something with dragons.
Their manager was Leia Meow. I'm not kidding. That was her name.
All right, I'll take your word for it.
I wish I fucking was kidding, but I'm not.
Was that the bro on that one? Ooh.
You can't trust a Flying Elvis impersonator.
No, I mean they shake their hips and
they waggle their brain.
Yeah.
Yeah. That drives a man insane. He broke your will. Oh, what a thrill. Goodness gracious, Great Balls of Fire. Sorry. I don't think that's even an Elvis song. So
no, that's not. We're on the completely wrong artist. But someone just went to the Heartbreak Hotel.
Something like that.
Jailhouse Rock here. AJ Styles and Jimmy Wang Yang. I bet that would have been a pretty good match back in 2002 if you didn't have that goofy gear.
Besides the dumbass outfits, yeah, it'd be just fine. I like the way he sold that chop. He did like a 360. Oh!
It wasn't even a back body. What the heck is a running Shining Wizard?
That was a Shining Wizard. It wasn't the shiniest, but it was kind of shiny.
I mean,
speaking of shiny, look at Ripley's head.
Yeah, the Rhinestone Wizard.
Like a rhinestone wizard. We haven't sang any Elvis songs.
No, we're just literally saying every song but an Elvis song.
Everything but Elvis is what we're doing here. Beautiful backbreaker by Jerry Lynn. Now that I'm looking at the talent in this thing, even though there's some Elvis person and flying impersonators, this might even be too good of a match.
Yeah, I think I like the selling by the referee too.
It looked like it hurt them more than it hurt him.
Oh, what the heck just happened?
Well, that wasn't any selling.
No, I think the Young Bucks saw that move and just stole it. Siaki, Estrada, and Yang.
Saki, I don't know who Saki and Estrada are, but I do know Yang. It's not Armando Estrada, is it? Do you remember when Armando Estrada, he was the general manager of ECW, or he was a Manga's manager? Remember that guy?
Did he go Estrada and roll his R's?
That's him.
What the heck just happened?
Here we go.
For a leg drop and front flipped. I don't even know.
I'm gonna guess that this guy's the Estrada guy. I'm just gonna
go
on
a limb Estrada.
Oh, the fans here in Huntsville, Alabama. You think Conrad Thompson's fat little ass is at this show? I bet he is.
I bet his pudgy little porker self is there, looking like the kid from Bad Santa.
Yeah.
You want sandwiches?
I mean, sandwiches. Where you guys seen Harley Race? Because that kid looked like Harley Race. Like he shrunk Harley Race.
Harley Race somehow had a kid, and
it was with a little person too. I'm not going to tell you how. It all happened in a car. Anyway,
heard those stories.
Yeah,
got to be true. Because you wouldn't make up something like that.
Look at that body, pal. God damn it.
That
I
can't be
remember when
Estrada, right? I don't
that's
remember
got
him being that muscular.
no, that's not him. No,
That guy's
there's no
got
way.
too much. What's Vestrucity or what the Warriors say?
Yeah, dexterity. You got it. This was
Dexterity.
the German Estrada.
Estrada Jorge.
So Estrada George is his name. That's
Estrada
fun.
George.
One, two. I remember when NXT was like a rookie show and they would put like a rookie with a vet and they would make him do all these stupid competitions. And I believe Loki was on there. His name was like Cable or something like that. And his fucking coaches were Layla and Michelle McCool. And they made him wear this like stupid pink sweatshirt. Yeah. Well, he won that season of NXT, and then I think he was signed to WWE for like 2 weeks, and then that was it.
I forget what he got fired for, but I feel like he did something dumb.
He probably said something stupid. He's been known for many years to say
What
stupid shit.
just happened there? I don't even know what that was.
It was like a reverse Stone Cold Stunner, but it was very dangerous because he like put him right down on the back of his neck.
A running shooting star press had him all shook up.
Oh, there we go. We got one. It's a hunka Jorge George here. I'm sorry, Estrada George.
Estrada.
Oh, now he's got the kicks. Who do you think's balder, the referee or Loki?
I don't know, but I bet they used Manscaped's new lamp. No, I'm kidding.
They probably do. Manscaped, ladies and gentlemen. If you want your pubic hairs to be fresher than a Christmas tree, check out Manscaped.
Advertisement not paid for.
No, you're lucky.
Whoa!
Congratulations.
What was that?
Man.
What was that? What's going on here? This is the fastest paced match we've ever seen on this show.
Oh, I don't know. Remember that JL Sabu match? All they did was jump off the top rope for 4 minutes.
Yeah, but none of that made sense or why they were doing it. They were just jumping off the top rope.
Holy cow.
This actually kind of looked like it was supposed to be like combat for a second.
Yeah. Yeah, no, this is definitely something. Oh, the Elvis guy landed on his fucking feet. Oh! These Elvis guys are fucking impressive.
Lariat.
Oh! Loki with the punch right to the face. Right in the face. Nobody tagged. What is this, a lucha match?
Yeah, I don't like the not tagging. Grab the leg there, AJ. What are you doing? You're standing there.
Oh! Oh, there we go. Oh, I thought we were going to get some flipping flying.
I think we're going to get some flippy flying here. Oh, no, we're not.
It's no wonder Loki is known for shooting on his opponents after he was put through this. He learned today.
Wait, what's going on here?
Uh-oh.
Oh, God.
That's Jerry Lynn's finisher, I believe. Oh, no, this Estrada guy is too handsome.
No,
you can't beat this handsome son of a bitch.
Oh, he's like Elvis in 1958.
Who's fucking legal? I feel like I'm watching AEW Dynamite.
Get this under control, ref.
This referee sucks.
What is going on here? What a maneuver.
He almost fell off the top rope.
So did the ref. The ref just tore his ACL.
Tore his ACL.
Oh my gosh, he did.
Jesus Christ.
There's so much craziness. I would have not expected the Flying Elvises to win this match. Is this the first match ever in TNA history won by the Flying Elvises?
Yes, and it was against Jerry Lynn, AJ Styles, and fucking Loki.
Wow. Who booked this? I mean, I'm all for it. We got cage dancers and Elvises.
It was Jerry Jarrett. It was Jerry Jarrett who did it. He said, well, you get the Elvises, and then you get the flying, and then you make chicken salad. You know, you got
Jerry Jarrett's like a very religious man. I don't know how he felt about cage dancers. Like, they must not have run that one past him.
They just didn't tell him.
No.
He didn't know what cage dancers meant.
No, he had zero clue.
Well, then how did he ever agree to a wrestling show called TNA?
He did not know what. You tell me he knew what TNA stood for?
I guess that's a good point. Oh, we got a little guy match here.
Is that the proper terminology? I don't want to offend people.
I mean,
is that John Cena?
That is.
It's John Wiener. Okay. You can't see me unless you're on your knees.
All right. Yeah.
Oh gosh, I'm not gonna make.
How come neither one of these little guys is the stupid little guy we saw in the back?
Wait, is this PG-13?
It does. It looks like no, it's PG 7.5.
I could just make Wii jokes all day and call it Ouija-13, but I'm not going to.
I can tell you, these guys just
I'm
fighting
above
over little
this.
shit. Just fighting over little shit.
Like 3 feet above this.
Yeah, no. Uh-oh, he's gonna give him a pink belly.
Oh no, not the awful waffle.
He's gonna
Waffle.
give him a purple nurple. I was watching.
My gosh, this is so good.
I was watching SmackDown earlier, and they started chanting like something about Imperium can't perform. Imperium can't perform. Imperium can't perform. And Woods is like, they have pills for that, you know. I just thought that was hilarious.
Pills for that.
Oh, he's all the way up to the second rope. Oh my God, he's got his balls right in his face. He's punching the top rope. He's not punching his head.
I mean, what is going on? Like, wow. Now, was this the last little person match known in like wrestling history? Because I feel like they stopped that a long time ago.
No, well, I know they had the WLC match. Remember we watched it.
Oh, that's right.
That's right. This is the Armstrong brother. That's the referee. He used to be a referee in WWE. I think that's Scott Armstrong.
That's Scott.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Small package, literally. It's an extra small package. Oh.
Did you have any Jinko jeans like that?
Yes, unfortunately I did. Not in fucking 2002. I didn't.
Those are actually shorts.
They are.
Oh, look at that tadpole splash.
It's amazing that those cage dances became the knockout division.
Wait, was one of those in the actual? Were those wrestlers?
I don't know. I have no idea. But I mean, they made the Nitro Girls wrestlers, so.
Oh gosh, that's terrible. I remember they did that. What is going on? Wow, look at that.
They got their little spots all fucked up. They got them all a little bit fucked up. They got their spots a little bit fucked up.
It's
now what's happening? Oh, that was nice. A little reverse Russian leg sweep there. That was a little bit impressive.
He's going to the second rope.
Oh my God. He's ascended on high. He's gonna at least get 4 feet of air here.
You know how far you have to jump? He just ass dropped him.
He missed him completely.
Wow. Do you know how cheap you got to be able to get kid shoes for?
Well, I mean, that's a good thing about them is they can get their clothes in the little kids section. It's way cheaper.
Don't have to worry about outgrowing them.
that's
I've been this size since 1979.
That's a good point. Now he's out of here.
Wait. Oh, there were red lights. I thought Bray Wyatt was coming out.
No, wouldn't that have been something if the Fiend showed up? Oh.
I don't recognize these females.
No, nor do I want to.
Is that Wanama Kamalea or whatever you said?
No, she was an Asian woman. She was in ECW too. I think her name was
Kimono something?
Yeah, Kimono something.
Okay. I know who you're talking about.
I remember I would like when I was a kid, I would catch ECW on it, like fucking 4 a.m. or whatever. And they'd be like, relive the night that something, Leia danced atop the ECW arena. I remember I'm 14 years old hearing that. Who the fuck we got Post Malone here. And
that's Pre-Malone. That's Pre-Malone. He's actually Post Malone's father. and Beanie Babies.
Beanie Babies. I don't know what the hell they're doing. Oh, they got some sort of weird woman thing. I'm going to skip through this because I don't want to watch it because it looks weird. All right, back to some cage dancing.
More cage dancing.
Talk about things getting weird. I
Wait,
know.
That was not Cornette, was it? There's no way Cornette. Okay.
No, that guy wishes he was Jim Cornette.
I thought it was Cornette and Alexa Bliss.
Knowing this fucking thing, his name's probably Seymour Butts or some shit.
His ascot or vest or whatever that thing's called says MG.
Yes,
maybe.
Ascot. It's a fun word.
It's a MP.
Oh, so Morris I was going to say Morris Peterson, but I'm pretty sure he was a basketball player in the 90s.
Montel. Does he look like a Montel?
Montel Gilligan.
She was not very happy with Montel here in his paddle.
Well,
that had to be clearly a Cornette ripoff, right? Like
maybe. I don't know.
Instead of having a tennis racket, he has a paddle.
Yeah, I guess. I don't. It's a cricket bat, isn't it?
Is that what it is? I can't see it.
Glenn, I want you to confirm nor deny. Is that a cricket bat that man is holding? And Alexa Bliss has got a bitter beer face.
She does.
I don't want to be mean, but she looks more like Alexa Piss than Alexa Bliss.
Yeah.
To be honest with you. Sure, she's a nice lady.
She probably is.
Let's see what we got here. Oh, here in Huntsville, Alabama. In Huntsville, Alabama.
Will Connie's out in the third row. Probably first row. He's got to be loaded with
he's close.
Even
I don't know if he was loaded as a kid. He's loaded now. I don't know if he's loaded as a kid.
Oh my God, is this the Johnson thing you were talking about?
It's the Johnsons. Look at these strapping young men here. These guys, it's going to be real hard to beat these guys. You know what I mean? I mean, it's going to be really hard. Really hard.
It's hard to beat a Johnson. And if you got two Johnsons, imagine how hard it is to beat two Johnsons at once.
It's unless you
got a double fist.
It's hard to beat that many Johnsons. You know what I mean?
Yeah. These guys remind me of Doom. If Doom was
penis color,
penis.
They were like giant. If Doom was giant penises, yeah.
Is this the conquistadors? Is that what conquistador means in Spanish? Is giant Johnsons?
It's penises, yeah. These guys always rise to the occasion, though, if you know what I mean, Mara.
Wow.
They've never met a pole match they didn't like, if you know what I mean. Oh, who's these guys?
Is that Hoovy?
I think it might be. We got the Mexicool and it's Psychosis and James Storm. Wow.
Wow, James Storm shaved really is throwing me off here.
Well, that and the fact that he's fucking 20 years old is kind of strange, yeah.
I think James Storm's always looked 40, so this really is throwing me off.
He looks very, very young.
Like
here.
Lance Cassidy running around out there.
The fact that they teamed up with Psychosis, like how did they land on that?
Two guys were sitting on chairs in the back, and Jeff Jarrett walked by and said, "Hey, you two.
You two, you're facing
slap nuts."
They slap.
Wait, he have pistols?
Johnsons. Oh God, he's got guns.
He's got guns.
He's shooting them in this fucking place. What the fuck?
I'm pretty sure there's going to be a fine on that one, right? Like,
no, I don't know. Jeff Jarrett paid off the.
It's Alabama. It's okay.
Yeah, you can shoot a gun anywhere in Alabama. It's fine. You can do that at McDonald's.
The Johnsons.
All right, we're gonna call this one Ding and the other one Dong, for lack of a better one. I don't know.
Well, we'll go with it. Ding Dong Johnson.
We've got Flaccid and Hard here. Flaccid's in the ring first. Ladies and gentlemen, this match is sponsored by Blue Chew. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. If your gimmick needs a hot tag, make sure you check out Blue Chew.
These Johnsons are staying upright all match long. And if you need your Johnson to stay upright all match long, whether it's an Iron Man match or not, two falls, 3 falls, you might even get into a best of 5 series with your lady if you take 2 Blue Chews.
That's amazing. This match should definitely be sponsored by Blue Chew. If it isn't already, it should be. Oh my goodness. The Johnsons. I don't know who the two gentlemen are in the Johnson suits, but I really want one of them to be the ultimate solution, Cheap Swenson. He's probably long passed away since then. But do you remember we watched that weird
it was a cage match that had him in it.
Yes.
It was like the towers of the cages, like 3 cages, towers.
Yes, and the ultimate solution was in that match, and that was Jeep Swenson. Yeah.
I think he also played Bane in Batman.
Did he really?
Yeah, I think not the new Batman, the third, not.
Oh, like the old one. Okay, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
So the man is the manager, Dick Johnson. He probably is. Yeah, if he isn't, he should. Who's this lady?
I don't know who this is.
That's Ryan Shamrock. It isn't. I'm just kidding. Do you remember Ryan Shamrock from back in the day?
I do remember Ryan Shamrock. I had a crush on Ryan Shamrock back in the day.
I believe she follows us on Twitter. I believe she does. I'm not 100%, but I think she does.
I think you're right. I don't know who that is though. I'm interested in that one. She looks like she's she's a good worker, I bet.
Well,
I mean in the ring
Mayor,
for the knockouts division.
She's out here to check out the Johnsons, if you know what I mean. She wants to make sure they're nice and stiff. You know what I mean? It's one thing I heard about the Johnsons. They're real stiff in the ring. You know what I mean? Really hard. Really get after you. Really get inside you.
They definitely, with what they look like, not showing any hair. So they've clearly been using the lawnmower 2.0 and maybe even the 3.0.
They have. They've been using the 3.0.
Because you can't see a stitch of hair on those men. They're clean shaven.
They clean all that shit off. Oh my God. Really working over the Johnson here.
I think they should have went all out and had tan or peach colored boots also, though.
They should have. They definitely should have. The only thing they're missing is 2 balls, and then they'd be 2 giant dicks.
Maybe that's the manager. They team up and he rolls up in a ball.
Wouldn't that
That's their finishing move.
Oh.
And you don't want 2 Johnsons finishing on you.
It's
a recipe for disaster. Oh, no, not psychosis.
Me and the mayor are 12 years old at heart.
You put this on. I blame you. You picked this match out.
You're right, I did.
I can't help this. I can't help the words that are coming out of my mouth right now.
Yeah, 2 motherfuckers in flesh tone outfits called the Johnsons is right up this show's alley.
Actually, that was a fairly good suplex.
Yes, Glenn. The Johnsons do work pretty stiff.
They don't lay down for any man.
No, they don't. No, they do not. Oh, they double teamed. You got a double Johnson there, right in his face. That's never good. She's thinking about it. Look at this guy behind her.
She has a cold, soulless stare.
Sir, I don't know who you are. I don't know your name, but dumbass fan from the front row, from the aisle seat of the first TNA pay-per-view, you are the newest member of the AWI Pod Hall of Fame. Congratulations.
He hasn't put anyone in a while, so that man earned that one.
He deserves it. He really does. He deserves it. Unknown man from the crowd at the TNA first pay-per-view. You are in, sir. Congratulations. Uh-oh.
We got James Storm.
I can tell you one thing. James Storm really knows how to beat his Johnson, if you know what I mean.
Now, James Storm goes on to... Did he win the TNA Heavyweight Championship at one point in time? Probably?
I believe so.
So we've got a future heavyweight champion, Psychosis, and
a couple of dicks.
2 Johnsons.
A couple of dicks, literally.
Yeah. Oh, my God. T-bone suplex on his head.
Dueling T-bone suplexes. Let's see what happens here. Oh, I thought they were going to go for a pin. Stupid idiots. Those damn Johnsons, their minds are only on one thing.
Stupid dicks.
They are. They're a couple of stupid dicks. Oh.
He almost lost his mask. Then you would have saw his head.
Finally, Dick Johnson got involved here. Oh, that's got to do it, right?
The way that he's pinning him is very awkward.
You never want a giant Johnson land across your face, that's for sure.
No, that's called a Roman mask in some circles. Don't look that one up, kids. If you're still on here, hopefully your parents.
Please, God, no. If you're not over the age of 18, do not listen to this.
or watch this pay-per-view.
All right, we've got some more nonsense. We don't want to watch any more nonsense. All right, now this is gonna be our last weird tag team match.
When you were scrolling through that, that wasn't British Bulldog in there, was it? Okay.
No, he couldn't have been.
I thought he was passed away by now.
Yeah, I think he was. All right, here we go. This is going to be our last match. We're going to watch more of this next week. This is going to be our last match for this week.
Oh, Glenn, I hope you're with us next week because you cannot miss this excitement.
It's really something.
We need your reactions to this also.
We got Christian York and Joey Matthews. You think he's related to Corey Matthews? Oh, no, that's fucking Joey Mercury.
That's Eminem.
Yeah.
That's Joey Mercury.
Joey Mercury, yeah. Before he broke his face.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's still working for WWE, isn't he?
I
think he's one of their agents or something.
Might be. I'm not 100% on that. I know he was working back on the Indies a few years ago, but I'm not sure now. He might be working for WWE. I don't know. I've never heard of the other guy.
What was his name?
I don't remember. I forgot. Oh, we got 2 hillbillies right up my alley here. Oh, that guy's picking his nose.
Smoking?
Huh?
That guy's smoking.
Is he?
I think, I don't know which one's which, but the man at the red hat, I think, is smoking.
It looks like not Trevor Murdoch.
I thought it was David Flair.
It does. Does look like David Flair. Look
Is
at
that
this
the kid
guy.
from South Park?
It looks like a kid from South Park. We got fucking, I don't even know these guys' names. We got Billy Bob Joe and Joe Billy Bob. They're on the same team. So
It looks like skinny Trevor Murdoch.
that's what I'm saying. He looks like like Trevor Murdoch if Trevor Murdoch stopped drinking beer.
Well, I think it said Bo Dupp was one
He
of their
won't stop
names.
picking his ass too, and that makes me uncomfortable. Don't touch them with your ass hands. That's fucking disgusting. Ugh. These guys are gonna need a shower.
Like, I can't tell, is he supposed to be a hillbilly or like a
Stupid redneck.
yeah, I don't know what he's supposed to be. He just looks like
What the fuck?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know how to I have to try to transport myself back to 2002 to properly understand what's going on.
Oh, that was cool. What did he do to his britches there? Why does he got like? What is that about?
What is going on? He can't get out of the ring. Did you see him stuck?
I did. I live in Nebraska, and so I've seen hillbillies before, but I've never seen a hillbilly with his jean shorts like that. Not once. Never.
With them cut in tassels like that?
Yeah, like they might be ripped and have holes in them, but they wouldn't be cut into tassels. Like, what the fuck is that shit about?
You mean if you go down to the Dollar General right now in Lincoln, you're not going to see someone that looks like that?
I don't think so. Definitely not a hillbilly. Oh, that was a nice little
full Nelson choke slam
by Joe Billy Bob. He tags in
this
his
guy
partner.
Looks like he kind of got his clothes at Kohl's, but
just slapped the fuck out of him like 4 times with his fucking I just picked my ass hands.
I don't recognize this guy at all. Like the other guy kind of looks like Trevor Murdoch to me.
This guy looks like I can't even like
I can't even pick him out of a lineup like who he would look like.
Yeah.
What is going on? What is he doing?
That was some weird dancing that he just
It was
did.
a standing frog splash. That might be the first time I've ever seen that.
A standing frog splash. All right, now he tags in skinny Trevor Murdoch. Skinny Murdoch's in the ring here. He's throwing some very believable punches.
Very much so.
I can't get over
David Flair and Trevor Murdoch had a child.
This man, yeah. Oh, what a neck breaker. It's
still
funny.
Cannot figure out who that guy is.
This is a whole bunch of ridiculousness just like mixed in with like a few good moves. Like we're going, oh, this is stupid. Oh, well, look at that great move. Like that's what all this is.
Like I feel if you took Joey Mercury and other guy here, I don't know his name. I'm going to call him Lance because I don't have a name for him.
I like it.
So Joey Mercury and Lance, if you had a match against him with AJ and any of his other teammates from that first, like that would have been a pretty good tag team match, I would think.
Yeah.
Not that this is actually bad.
Other really than the guy bad, no.
The guy in khaki shorts looks like he has no idea what's going on in a wrestling ring.
The funny thing is we've watched this. We saw 2 tag team matches, a 6-man match, and a little person match. We haven't seen any traditional one-on-one matches. Not one.
That's a very good call.
I haven't seen any. And I know the main event of this show is sort of like a Royal Rumble kind of scenario. So I know that's not a one-on-one match. So, that was the worst tornadoes DDT I've ever seen.
I'm blaming the guy in khaki shorts because I really think he had a ticket in the crowd and he sat on the seat that was like a lucky prize to win to get in a match. Like this guy looks like he's never been in a wrestling ring before, but everyone else actually looks like they're not bad.
Oh, Mary Jo Sue helped him out here. That guy looks like Big Cass if he was a lot shorter.
He's little Cass.
Small Cass.
Wait, the guy that had no idea what he's doing won?
I mean, life's really unfair sometimes.
We have this guy and the Flying Elvises win. Who is that?
Don't stop
eating his boogers.
Man, come on. Jesus Christ.
Is he supposed to be drunk?
I think he's just supposed to be fucking stupid.
And were the cage dancers, was that live or do they just keep cutting back to the same video? Because I feel like they're just doing the same dancing over and over again.
It's live. All right. Okay. That's gonna do it for this week. Next week it's not exactly like a Royal Rumble, but it's kind of like a Royal Rumble because you got 2 guys start, and then every so often another guy comes in and you can either throw them out or pin them to to eliminate them. And then after that, the last 2 guys remaining have a match to be crowned the first TNA World Champion. So we're going to watch that next week. So make sure you tune in and check that out with us.
So the belt gets put on whoever wins that Royal Rumble, or is it
the last 2 guys remaining in the Royal Rumble then have
Got
a
you.
match to see who wins?
Oh
the
man,
belt.
I'm excited. Are we actually going to see the Rumble part?
Yeah, of course, pal. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course, pal. We would never miss an opportunity to watch a Royal Rumble type match, would we?
No, heck, we've got about a month left before we're going to be enjoying the AWI Pod Rumble.
I was just going to tie that in. Yes, make sure you join us. That'll be January the 21st. It's the Saturday. We're going to play a fun Royal Rumble drinking game. You can pick whatever team you want to be on. You can be on my team or the mayor's team or Glenn's team, or you can be on Kyle from the Apron Bump podcast team. And we're going to get drunk and say some things we shouldn't say. Well, we say things we shouldn't say when we're sober, but it's probably going to be worse when we're drunk.
Put that out on your calendar and don't you fumble and just join in for the AWI Pod Rumble. Huh.
Well, there you go. You plug that. Make sure you check out Sportswire Radio, of course. As always, give our buddy Thomas Price a follow on Twitter at Thomas Price 2017. Mayor, what do you got for me?
Man, you've plugged all the plugs.
Not McDonald's.
Not McDonald's. Hey, oh God, don't get me started this late in the evening.
Fuck your 2 drive-through lanes, damn it.
Yeah. Oh God, no, yeah. I got 2 lines for you. Fucking you. I can't believe that just came off the top of my head. That was gold.
Part.
Yeah, I would like to plug this Stone Cold Steve Austin beer, but he's a much better professional wrestler than he is an IPA maker, or I just don't like IPAs. That could possibly be it.
That's why I never tried it. Good night, Glenn.
Good night, Glenn. And yeah, I've got absolutely nothing to plug. I'm just going to ramble here for talking's sake. But yeah, absolutely nothing to plug. You did a great job plugging all of the important people here in our lives.
Yeah, I mean, you got to be good at something. I guess I'm good at that.
And I don't know. I guess I'll plug myself because I'm going to plan on probably dropping a Meal with the Mayor episode 4 this week. I'm going to try to put them about Wednesday at 6:00 every single week. So follow along. And maybe around Wednesday at 6:00, if I'm prompt, I will have that thing going on there. And who knows? Maybe it'll be good. Maybe it'll be bad. There's no calling because
either way, it's going to be hilarious.
I literally push record and do one take, and whatever is recorded in that time period is what goes up. There's no takes. There's no editing. It just is what it is.
It's the only way to do it. Well, that's it from us. We will talk to you next week. If I can hit the right buttons. There we go. I got it.